Now, this next question I'm going to raise is, so if any of you have ever worked in a manufacturing or had experience with manufacturing and wallboard plants and paper plants and things like that. So for example, with wallboard, they can have very, very big piles of reject product. And so I want to emphasize this. So for example, when there comes a point of a slowdown in the housing economy, I don't know if the reject product is actually at what point, but they get very, very big piles. Now they can recycle the piles, and that's what they're saying. That's what they've said, is that they can recycle the great big piles, and so they'll bring in gypsum from other countries too. Now, if you move the manufacturing of wallboard companies to another country, then what oversight is there? It's just in another country. So if it's off in Timbuktu, say up in Canada or somewhere like that, then there's not going to be any oversight from the United States to seeing what they're doing up there either, related to the product. So in the United States, there's always going to be some type of job loss, because these companies are under, some are under a union, not all of them, but some are. Some of them are trying to get rid of the unions. And so watching the China thing on TikTok today kind of reminded me of the wallboard manufacturing, where they have giant piles of wallboard sitting outside of their building. And, so I don't know if there's a quality assurance person or OSHA person inside of the United States who goes and asks, or if there's attorneys who go and ask, how come their piles are so big? Or are they purposely destroying it? Because I was told by an authority that used to be a close relationship, that one of the managers, a lab guy, came in and he was purposely destroying the wallboard. Well, it was at the time when the actual manager of the company had moved, and they didn't bring in another guy. They just were using a lab guy and temporary managers. And so this lab guy was purposely destroying the wallboard during a certain period of time of manufacturing.